after watching the Fantastic Four, I have to give Kevin Feige his things. Why do I have to give Kevin Feige his things? Because the way that he made y'all fall in love with the Avengers, and the Avengers is a C-list team at best. The way that he made y'all like actively be like, it's not the Avengers, it's not Iron Man, it's not Captain America. When the way that he put together that team and made y'all think that they were like super important to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when the whole time it's always been Fantastic Four and X-Men, you gotta give that man his thing. Because as someone who originally fell in love with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I had not read the comics. And then when I started reading the comics, I would say I got the subscription for Marvel Unlimited in 2023, was reading super heavy, and then like took a break in 2024. And I just started getting back into it. Currently, I'm on X-Men Uncanny X-Men Murder World. I didn't realize how integral the Fantastic Four and X-Men are to the Marvel Universe. It's like when you're in the comic universe, it's totally different. Meaning that like, genuinely the Avengers exist, and I'm not saying the Avengers are not a strong team, but like they still look to the Fantastic Four, if that makes sense. They still look to the X-Men. Like when shit happens, it's like, well, what did the Fantastic Four say? Did they say anything about this? Did Reed Richards say anything about this? Did you talk to Sue Storm? Did y'all talk to them? Or did you talk to Professor X? What Wolverine and them saying about that? Like, you see, like, what's going on here? Did you confer with them? So, like, what you realize is when you're watching, like, for me, when I was watching Fantastic Four, it made me realize how badly Fox fucked those movies. I also have a question. What do you think Secret Wars will be based off of? Because I read Secret Wars 1984, all 12 issues, and I'm hoping that they kind of do something with that. That one would be interesting, because, like, all the characters are kind of there, give or take, like, a couple. You see what I'm saying? But, like, all the characters already exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so, like, we could do it this way, and it could be a way for you to introduce the X-Men. I don't know. Let me know. Also, the vast differences between, like, Reed Richards in the Fox-led Fantastic Four versus this one. Like, in the Fox-led one, I was impressed by Mr. Fantastic's stretchy powers. That was it. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't necessarily believe that he was the smartest man in the world. I thought he was a pompous ass. And I didn't get why Sue was with him. But Pedro Pascal made me actually believe that Reed Richards is the smartest man in the world. Like, when he was stumped, I was like, if Reed is stumped, we fucked. If Reed don't know what to do, and he's looking at his own baby like, it might be the only solution. I don't know. I was shook. I was like, oh my God, with Galactus is a bad. Also, I just want to talk about Silver Surfer, 10 out of 10 upgrade. Because yeah, in the Fox one, I felt bad for the Silver Surfer, but it didn't really drive it home for me. Like, the level of desperation, the level of agony that the Silver Surfer was at when she made that decision. Julia Garner, you did your big one, baby. All right, I understand if you got to keep her as a Silver Surfer, but I'm just saying we could explore her for potentially other options for other characters, because I did like what she did with this one. I just want to say how Earth 828 is a way better Earth than our Earth. Why? Because the way that they all came together to build that giant teleportation device. Actively said, yes, we're going to build it. And they built it in a very short amount of time. Not exactly sure how much time. The movie didn't really do a good job of explaining how much time had passed. But it wasn't that much time that passed. Do you not realize that if we existed on this Earth and the Silver Surfer glided her ass on down here to say, I herald his beginning and I herald your end. Because he coming. Because he hungry. Do you not know that man that's in office would literally get on Truth Social and be like, it was a hoax. It's not real. This is the greatest country in the world. The greatest world in the world. Galactus is in. Do you know the way that, like, we would be discussing for months while we're supposed to be building the goddamn teleportation device about whether or not this is a real thing, about whether or not, like, the implications, like, do we want all people to go with this? They would try to charge you. I promise you, in this world, they would try to charge you. They'd be like, you know what? Actually, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the teleportation device. But if you want to be teleported with Earth, we're going to need a small monthly payment of $699 every month. Sue is me and I am Sue. I'm not going to hold you. I think Sue is every mother. Every mother who has a baby would have done the same thing. The only people that wouldn't have done that is people who have never had a baby. And I'm not going to hold you. You don't understand until you have a baby. It's just, it's a thing you're not gonna understand. Of course you would, like, if you don't got no kids, you to be like, yeah, go ahead and give Galactus that goddamn baby. It's fine. You can have another one if you ain't got no kids. But if you have kids, no, I can't just give Galactus my fucking baby. And yeah, you're right, I can have another one, but that's not the baby that I had. That's not the baby. Like, anybody who has kids, I feel like will be able to understand it just a little bit more. Because even the people on Earth who had kids, deep down, they understood her point. That's the reason why didn't nobody just jump her when she came outside. Also, she's superpowered, so what wasn't gonna go that well, and also all of them would have come down there and whooped all y'all's asses. But like, you see what I'm saying? Deep down, everybody kind of understood her point. Everybody who had kids sitting on Earth was like, I would like you to. It's kind of fucked that you won't. But also, if somebody asked me to give up my kid, like, not everybody is that man from the Bible who was adamantly willing to be like, to his own kid just because God was like, prove you love me. Like, you know? And honestly, I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about when y'all said that Johnny, the person that played, I want to say his name's like Joseph Quinn or something like that. But the man that played Johnny, y'all was like, oh, he not going to be a good Johnny. Who the fuck said that? Because immediately when they casted him, I said, there go Johnny. And this is me only reading about Johnny from the one Fantastic Four comic that I read, and that was when they all went to, like, back in time in Egypt and met Kang, okay? And then in Secret Wars, because he was in Secret Wars 1984. And from the little bit that I got from that man embodied everything. The reason why I keep harping on Secret Wars 84 is because Galactus terrifies me. Galactus terrifies me. He terrifies me to no end. That's a big ass motherfucker. Talking about I had insatiable hunger. I mean, I don't even know how long Galactus has even been around. All right, Reed said himself, we don't know. So that's why I say zillions. That man been around here for zillions of years. That is not that's not a human no more. That's not even a god. That is an emptyless pit. It's literally a black hole. He's literally a black hole. And like in the Secret Wars comic, somebody getting that ass. Somebody getting Galactus's ass. And I was shocked. I was dismayed. I was aghast. Because I did not think that Galactus had people who could beat his ass. But he does. And I want y'all to see what I read in the comics. That's it. That's really what I want. I want y'all to see Galactus get his ass handed to him. I want y'all to see Galactus go crazy. What I need y'all to understand is that, like, imagine what you saw in that theater shaking in his fucking boots. Imagine what we saw at Galactus in them theaters running. Scared, like, no, please leave me alone. I've had enough. Oh, like, please. I want you to imagine it. I need you to imagine it, because when I read it in the comics, I was cackling. And shook it. Cackling and shook it. Also, Marvel, are we done with the multiverse? Because you said that was Earth 828. And on the other ones, we was on Earth, was it Earth 626? No, 626 is Stitch. It was Earth something. So what I'm saying, are we done with the Marvel universe now? Like, are we done with the multiverse now? That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, is this the Earth that we gonna be on, that everything's gonna be based on in? Earth 828. That's what we finna be? And that's where we finna stay? Like, we not gonna hop to this Earth and that Earth and then Earth 763 and then Earth 2022. You get what I mean? Like, I just wanna know. You know what I mean? I just wanna be clear. Are we done with the multiverse? That's all I'm saying.